So, we're just going to get everybody on this boat. Boat across. I'd say we're a little bit ahead of schedule here. Oh no. Everybody on no attack stance. Everybody get on the boats. Go ahead and research this if we can. We'll get that instead. So we'll be a little more accurate with our castles. We're going to want to buy a little bit more stone, because we just don't have enough. Some more wood. Go ahead and research pikemen and skirmishers. We're going to want those. The assault of the enemy base. But again, we're a little bit ahead of schedule, so hopefully we'll be okay. This next part really depends on the placement of the enemy. Sometimes the cavalry are not nearby, and I'm able to construct a castle easily, and sometimes that's not the case. So I'm going to throw down a castle a little bit farther away than I normally would, just to be safe. Back here and get the rest of these guys. Keep my cannoneers on the very bottom here. Let's hope that's in a decent enough position. Oh, wait, no. Wait, they're not attacking my villagers, are they? Okay, so they're not attacking the villagers, so we should be okay to get that castle up. So hopefully this guy will stay on what he's doing. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Just try not to attract the enemy yet until I get this castle up. Because that's not what I want. Get that. We're going to want this, so we can build units faster. Once that castle's up, I'm probably going to save again. Right there is where I'm going to save. Slot number 3. Perfect. Now this castle should be able to eliminate most of our units for us. Also going to throw down town center here so we can construct more villages. Hopefully all will go well from here. So we're going to start throwing that down. The wonder still hasn't even been built yet. I think it's getting close. Yeah, it is. Last time I beat this, I actually just got really lucky. It was really what did it. Because I just sent in a bunch of siege units and they managed to take it down. Let's increase our range, increase our line of sight, increase our speed. Not too worried about archer upgrades right now. We're doing on university upgrades. Wish I could get that. Buy some more wood with our gratuitous amounts of gold. Okay, so we got this castle going, got some trebuchets pumping out. We're going to want to build a barracks.
What do people who sleep in tents know of the word culture?
I don't know. Tell me. So we got the rest of our cannoneers coming around. Go ahead and delete these boats so we can free up a little space. Bring these guys around. Start building some pikemen. I want plenty of pikemen and plenty of skirmishers. Don't have enough wood, of course. Wood's kind of a shortage here in the beginning, so let's let's build one. That upgrade where our units will increase faster will definitely be helpful here. Siege workshop units will be a little faster. Actually, let's hold off on that because we're just going to need to use these resources on units for now. The moment I'm going to start luring some guys over this way, so we can try to eliminate a good portion of their team before they attack us. That town center can also help us out as well. So Let's get our cavalry units, because I don't care if they die. The rest of these guys down here, we're going to start spawning some skirmishers and some more pikemen. Just going to go up here and start assaulting their wall and try to bring out anyone that might come at us. Okay, here they come. Retreat. Just pull everybody into the town center. Over here. Don't get too close to my cannon guys, please. Now they should just go for the castle. Careful, guys. You guys can get in there. Pikemen are pretty strong, so well, not yet at least. Attack my cannons, please. Alright, we're gonna want to start snagging some more upgrades. We're gonna want some defensives for our units. Some good defenses. We got 5 trebuchets going, so we should be doing pretty well here. We got a couple more my horsemen. Bring over here, try to lure out some more guys. Here in a moment, we're gonna start attacking their wall. Come on, come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah, that's how it's done. Pikemen, get in the fray. Really just hoping that my cannoneers don't attract any attention here. We're gonna want them too. And we're just gonna want to set up a nice big queue of guys here. Just gonna want to keep making lots of them. As long as we can. Awesome. Back to work. So let's unload our guys over this way. Group up our cannoneers and our trebuchets. Oh yeah, we got a nice big force here. We should be doing just fine. Number 2, actually number 1, and my skirmishers will be number 2. They're going to take the bulk of the attack. Let's continue to get blacksmith upgrades. We're going to want these villagers here in a moment, so let's make sure we're going to kill you off. We're going to kill off a few of these villagers here. So we can build some more. Like I said, it's easier and quicker to just kill them off than to worry about anything else. Let's build another castle here. Awesome. Get him. Get in there. Get in there. Don't let them attack my villagers, please. I'm just gonna drop as much of this as we can. As quickly as we can. Siege has begun. Prepare for battle. Got a nice backup squad here, so let's get these guys into battle. Pack them up. Castle's almost up. Perfect. Castle will really help us out on this assault. Get in there. Pack. Back them up a little bit. Let's finish off the rest of these enemies. Because now our castle's in a position where it will attract all of the enemies. Research hoardings. Perfect. I think we may have eliminated most of it at this point. Let's just move them straight into position to attack the Wonder. Come on, you guys. Get in there. I'm just gonna move them right to about there. They really don't have a lot in the way of troops. They just have some really tough troops, so throwing out castles is usually the best bet. Now would be another good time to save, because if we don't succeed, I'm going to come in here and throw out another castle. But I think we can pull it off. So put all of our guys into position to hit that Wonder. Pop. Okay. Bring the rest of our guys up. Oh yeah, that Wonder's going down. No way. Alright. The rest of this level is going to be easy. Awesome. Wonder is destroyed. And I did a lot better with it that time than I did the previous time. The previous time I didn't even think I was going to make it. Like, I was down to the last trebuchet when that thing fell. Let's just move our trebuchets up. This is the way I like to use the trebs, just to move them to a position where they can hit just about everything and then just let them go. The rest of the level is just going to be mopping up. Let me grab another save, just because I don't want to have to go through that again. And we'll just pop these guys right about here. Just unload and do whatever you want. We will defend you with our honor and stuff. Let's get that going, get this going. Yeah, we got tons of resources, everything's going great. The rest of the level is really just mopping up. Like, the rest of the enemies are easy to kill. They really don't have all that much. Sometimes they're a pain to find. That's about the only issue I've had with the rest of this level. Drop the rest of your shit. Boom. Oh, hi there. Yeah, come over here. Let's come a little closer. Really lame. Lame. I never had one of those guys attack. Over there, let's throw down a couple of demolition ships. Knock that siege workshop down. The rest of our guys. Move into position. A bunch of villagers stuck over here. Just go ahead and slaughter them. Unload right there. Start shooting at everything. Kill the priest! Not within range. The rest of these guys. This group should fall pretty easily, and they've actually got a nice little group of resources up in here, so we're going to use those, definitely. Get some demolition ships to take care of this guy. Because this team is about to fall, so really, that guy will just kill himself anyway. Knock that down. Kill the villagers! I believe in my previous attempt at this level, I actually came up through this way instead. But I found one the other way, which is a little bit easier, a little bit safer. So move all these guys into position. Kill that villager. Awesome. These guys just aren't dying. Where are they hiding? They're always hiding somewhere. These guys in. Did we get rid of that boat? Yes, we did. Go ahead and repair that town center. Get back up to working order. I'm just gonna start snagging upgrades for things. So we got lots of gold. We're gonna want some of these upgrades. Siege workshop units. You know, I don't really use all the siege workshop units, to be honest. I don't think trebuchets are included in that. Mainly just use trebuchets. Because they're just really nice and really overpowered. And easier to protect because they have range. Mangonels are just irritating. Because I tend to kill more of my own guys with mangonels than I kill humans. Let's find these friggin' villagers. Where are they hiding? Ah, there they go. Jin has been defeated. Perfect. We'll also clear up the ocean. I think they were the only team that was really making the boats. These guys back into formation. So does that mean their towers are also gone, or do we have to kill those? We still have one tower. So we can mop up with our trebuchets. That was a very unglorious death for that guy. He died immediately after the fighting. People will tell stories of him for years to come. And his bravery against the tower defeated enemy. Let's see, more upgrades. Upgrades everywhere. From this point on, we can pretty much move back to using our typical units. Oh boy, we're just dying over here. Let's fix up our economy a little bit. So we still got 3 more guys to kill. It's not a complete cakewalk, but it's not exactly difficult. The rest of the level's pretty easy. Plenty of farms. Lots of cows mooing today. Let's go ahead and chop that little bit of bamboo so we can throw down a lumber camp there. Or a, not a lumber camp, a mining camp. I tend to take a pretty minimalistic approach to Age of Empires. I tend to stick to a few units that I like the most. Then I don't have to do tons of micromanagement. It doesn't work quite as well in multiplayer, but it works great for campaign play. Masonry upgrade. These guys can all come back home. Make some more boats. I didn't think I'd have this many leftover guys. There's lots of wood and resources over here, so I'm going to be producing more villagers over on this island now. They're also kind of secluded from the rest of the map, so I don't have to worry about them getting attacked. All this wood is really the big thing. So what we got? More stuff to research. Fortified walls. The wall's still holding up. Typically we get attacked by like trebuchets and stuff. I'm surprised I haven't seen any of those yet. Guys back home. Bringing the troops home. Typically, I'd probably just kill them off, but I know somebody would complain about that. So I'm just gonna bring them across. No harm done. Make sure we've cleared out the rest of this stuff. And I'll also bring the trebuchets back because they are very expensive. And I want to hold on to them. Making sure all the towers and strategic points are gone. Okay. So we can bring our villagers in and take the stone and gold and such when we run out. No shortage of resources on this map. Instead of bringing them across on that other transport boat, I'm actually going to eliminate this gate so we can actually get by. And that's what we use my trebuchets for. actually get these guys over here and prepare them a little bit. So we're going to want to use them for further battles. Perfect. They rebuild very quickly. Research that, just in case I need it. We'll have all except for spies. Spies is too expensive. I may have to use spies at the very end, though, because it actually reduces in cost, depending on how many, I think, units and buildings they have. Yeah, the cost is 200 gold for each of the enemy villagers. So, the more enemy villagers we eliminate, the cheaper it gets. It's really just a way to mop up at the end of the level, so you can actually see everything that's going on. If somebody just, for some reason, won't resign because they're just hiding somewhere, which does happen at this level. And that's probably the biggest issue I'll run into at this point. Let's put these guys over here, and we'll just decimate this wall and this tower and such. Alright, we don't need these boats anymore. Clear up that population. No idle villagers, that's good. Get you guys chopping. I've got plenty of wood coming in. Let's get them over here and just use these forge bushes, because they're just kind of sitting here. I would actually recommend using these instead of farms in the beginning, but I don't know. I was just in such a rush I didn't even think about it. Those guys are fine, because they haven't sent any trebuchets yet. So trebuchets is what I was a little worried about that they might send. And I would be in trouble. These guys on stand ground. Let's go ahead and have your fun. Let's go. Cool beans. Down goes the gate. Yeah, I think I've performed fairly well in this opening bid. Yeah, we have free range to get through to here. Was there any like gold or anything up in here? No. Oh well. Makes us not need that dock anymore. Actually, let's move these trebs over here into position and eliminate some of these towers, so they'll stop annoying me. Boom! Take that, Great Wall of China. Damn Mongolians trying to knock down my shitty wall! Oh, you're like a little dynamite, Mongolians! From right over here on the shore. We really don't need these guys anymore. We're probably going to be building more cavalry at this point. Because I just love my cavalry. Let's throw down a couple of these. I find just swarming people with cavalry in this game tends to be the best tactic to use for just about every situation. Sometimes it works a little worse than others. But if you've got cavaliers or paladins, they can typically take down just about anything. This guy down. Boom! I actually don't think the reseed farm option was in the original Age of Kings game. I think what they've done is they've incorporated all of the expansion elements into the original Age of Kings game, which is really nice because some of the additions were just invaluable. So those towers will stop annoying me. I know there's a couple more, but I'm not worried about them. thought that was another wonder being built. I was like, what? What? No, build wonders! Getting all of our upgrades. Just fine. Soon we're going to be out of resources in here. Still got that stone to mine. Let's grab a few of these guys and get them on that stone. Including you. We don't need any more wood choppers over here. Got plenty of that going on over here. This is lots of wood. More than enough to beat the level. Garrison our guys up in here. I actually like making some of these guys. They're a little expensive, but I like them. They drop enemies quick from a distance. They also increase the attack power of my castle, as you can see, because they're archers. So if I garrison them in a castle, they just decimate the enemy. Max out my Q as much as I can. You guys know get gold fast enough. Forage bush. I really should have played the William Wallace tutorial because I love the announcer guy. If nothing else, I should have played it for the announcer guy because he's just, his voice is so funny. The English are terrorizing all of Scotland, and it's time for us to fight back. I'll never forget that opening line. The angry Scotsman. Cannon galleons. Actually, we don't need cannon galleons. Well, actually, cannon galleons might be useful. I didn't use them last time. Because I think at least one of the bases is pretty close to the shoreline, so it might be fun to terrorize them with those. So at this point, it's just kind of mopping up, so we can pick what we want to use to kill them all. Just kind of waiting till we get a nice enough force and some upgrades established for all our units. Anything else? Oh, excuse me. Better not be getting the damn hiccups in the middle of the recording. Got it. Pretty much eliminated most of the towers now. But yeah, I would highly recommend at the beginning of the level going over here with a scout and picking up those bombard cannons because they're so useful for establishing a defense at your base right over here. Because as you can see, I don't even have to defend my base, except for the occasional trebuchet that'll come through. But honestly, because enemies aren't really attracted to the gates, if you just throw down a gate, I think you're pretty much okay. The only thing they were attacking was my castle. The castle can always fight back, aside from trebuchet, of course. Perfect. Let's go ahead and send these guys in, because they're not really that valuable to me. At this point, I'm just going to send everybody in. Start terrorizing red over here. The other nice thing about using just straight cavalry is they're fast, so I can sprint back here to my base. It's going to be a lot more safe. Probably going to get swarmed with enemies here in a second. So I'm going to straight piss them off. I think red had a nice little sizable force. Let's put everybody on number 2 except for you guys. Trying to find their villagers. They usually just have a big stash of villagers that are protected and just chopping wood or something. But I'm not seeing that. Upgrades. The guy's stronger. Where are they hiding? Somebody. Take him out. scouts. See if we can lure them out. Trying to lure out their main force. I know they've got a pretty decent force. They were able to wipe me out the first time. But these are all just kind of guys that are basically trying to get rid of. Without actually just deleting them. Boom. Looks like we're not going to attract them up here, so let's move down towards their main base. Oh, hi. You want to die?